Sony is poised to release its highly anticipated A7V following months of speculation and delays. Positioned as the successor to the popular A7IV, this new model promises to elevate the standards for hybrid mirrorless cameras, appealing to both photography enthusiasts and professional creators. With a projected launch in mid-2025, the A7V has already sparked conversations among photographers and videographers eager to see how it compares to rivals from Canon and Nikon. Its predecessor, the A7IV, became a go-to option for hybrid shooters thanks to its balance of strong stills, performance, and reliable video features. Originally retailing for $2,500, the A7IV recently saw price drops to around $1,998 on platforms like Amazon, a clear indication that Sony is clearing inventory to make room for the next generation. Rumors suggest the A7V will debut at a slightly higher price, estimated between $2,799 and $2,999, positioning it squarely against competing models like the Canon EOS 6 Mark II and Nikon GX II. This pricing keeps Sony competitive in the mid to premium range, targeting creators who want cutting-edge features without entering flagship-level costs. One of the most anticipated upgrades is the sensor. Some sources indicate that Sony might retain the familiar 33-megapixel sensor found in the A7IV, but pair it with an upgraded Bayon's XR image processor to enhance low-light performance, dynamic range, and overall image quality. However, other reports point to a more substantial leap: a new 42-megapixel backside illuminated stack sensor, potentially the IMX366. If true, this would bring notable improvements in resolution, detail, and video quality, thanks to better oversampling for 4000 recording and a reduction in rolling shutter artifacts, a common complaint with the previous model. The inclusion of a stacked BSI sensor could also enhance the camera's capabilities in low-light environments and fast-paced shooting scenarios. Alongside this, Sony is rumored to be integrating an AI-powered coprocessor, similar to the one used in the A9 III, unlocking more advanced autofocus features. This would allow for even more accurate subject detection, going beyond human eyes and faces to track animals, vehicles, and rapidly moving subjects with impressive precision, benefiting both photographers and filmmakers alike. For video creators, the A7V could be a game-changer. Speculation points to 4000 recording at up to 120 frames per second without a crop, enabling stunning slow-motion footage while retaining full-frame composition. The addition of 10-bit 4:2 color depth ensures greater flexibility for color grading in post-production. Although an 8000 recording option may technically be possible with a 42-megapixel sensor, thermal constraints may limit its practicality, leading Sony to prioritize oversampled, high quality 4000 instead, focusing on consistency and usability over headline specs. Design improvements are also expected. Drawing inspiration from the A9 III, the A7V may feature a redesigned grip for better ergonomics, especially useful when pairing the camera with heavier lenses. While the A7 IV was praised for its solid build, some users found it slightly bulky, so Sony may opt for a lighter chassis without compromising on weather sealing. Upgrades could extend to a sharper electronic viewfinder, potentially moving from a 3.68 million dot display to a 5.76 million dot OLED, enhancing clarity for both photography and video work. A revamped rear LCD, possibly adopting a 4-axis articulating touchscreen similar to the A7RV, is also rumored, offering more flexibility for creative angles and improved touch responsiveness. The delay in releasing the A7V appears to stem from both strategic planning and supply chain challenges. Reports suggest that Sony intentionally postponed the launch to better respond to competing products, while global production delays, especially affecting sensor manufacturing, also played a role. Additionally, Sony's decision to prioritize another E-mount full-frame camera for an earlier 2025 release likely pushed the A7V timeline back. Despite the wait, it's clear Sony is aiming to deliver a refined and competitive product. The recent price reduction of the A7 IV signals a transition period as Sony prepares to raise the bar with its next offering. With innovations in autofocus, sensor technology, video recording, and ergonomics, the A7V is shaping up to be more than just an incremental upgrade. It could redefine expectations for hybrid cameras in its class. For creators currently using the A7IV, the decision to upgrade will depend on individual needs and budgets. the A7 IV remains a strong performer, especially at its new lower price. But for those eager to access the latest advancements and future-proof their gear, the A7V's upcoming release is certainly an event to watch. In summary, the Sony A7V appears set to deliver a compelling mix of evolutionary improvements and bold innovation, reinforcing Sony's leadership in the mirrorless camera market as it heads deeper into 2025.